I thought people have forgotten about us. We are actually tucked in a little corner of Taman Tun and all. We are not that high-rise, we are outdated, we are old, and we are heavily screened by trees. So we were surprised that we actually was shortlisted to participate in this competition. Okay, before I moved into Kiara Park, that was like in year 2000. I was already involved in property management. There are many things that are not in place. Okay, we have struggled the hard way and all, and a lot of problems, communal problems and all. I live in a place where there's no security, no communal hall, nothing at all. The only thing we had was actually two little rubbish centers that we converted them to use as an office. And without all this security and control of parking and all, we were exposed to a lot of elements from outsiders, the neighborhood shops are using our car parks and all. So it took us many years to fence up the whole compound and then slowly get everybody together to come up with the funds to do all this additional work and all. The developers just handed over the property to us and just said, you have nothing and good luck, look after yourself. That's what they did. And it took us 10 years to actually to settle all these little small issues at all. But after that, I moved to Kiara Park. And in Kiara Park, I thought, how nice it is just to sit back and relax and at the AGMs, just sit with the rest of the residents and all, start making remarks like everybody does, start making comments. I thought I would be doing that when I moved into Kiara Park, but unfortunately, I opened my big mouth. Okay, I made a statement and about over something and all, and they took it seriously. And the next day, I was dragged into the management office by the chair lady and said, "Why do you make such a statement?" So I started explaining to them, and that's where I started my 10 years of service in Kiara Park, and I'm still doing it to date. Okay, actually, we were caught by surprise of why we were shortlisted. Because we are 30 years old, we are not beautiful. We don't have all the luxuries and all the security issues all the modern condos have and all. So in order to portray ourselves, it's very difficult to put in writing. So what we did at the end of the day, we do a quick strip over one of our meetings, and then we created a video, and I would like to share that video with you. It will be easier to understand where we are coming from, and you're able to see what is in the compound, how Kiara Park looks like before I start explaining what we do in Kiara Park. Okay, can we have the video, please? But anyway, the intention was to share with the judges the environment we live in day out, and what happened over the years and still happening in Kiara Park today. Okay, what makes it so different from other condos? We're still trying to figure it out today. Okay. Like what we have shown in the video, we are not new, we are not beautiful, there are no beautiful aesthetics, and we are dated, and we are really tucked in the corner there where nobody notices us. We keep asking this ourselves, and we can only assume and conclude a few factors. I think the design plays a very big role in the whole development. I think the way it's being laid out with the apartments circumventing the facilities in the middle and all, it draws everybody up to the middle, and that's where everybody congregates. That makes a lot of difference. Everybody looks in, and the pools are all in between the center court. And you find people, even after the pool closed at 10 p.m. at night, they sit right up to 1, 2 a.m. still sitting by the poolside because it's nice and breezy and airy. With the trees we have, 400 trees, we actually did a count, okay? Mature trees is so nicely screened and sheltered that it's just nice to sit outside rather than inside. all the units are well ventilated. We don't have much mechanical ventilation, and everything is as natural as possible. Especially during weekends and all, children, they come out and play. Without their parents. You just come out freely, and then you have a very active social group in like sharing all what's happening in Kiara Park, people looking for staff, looking for sugar, looking for pots, even looking for the children, because you can't find them at all sometimes. We are very uncluttered, okay? The blocks are spread out. In the high rise, there's only about 100 units, and the 200 units are spread all over the edges at all. And it's very nice to sit around, but until you come into Kiara Park, you will feel it. But then from the outside, it's not appealing at all. The most important part in Kiara Park is that I think it's the community that gives us the council driving, continuing doing all the extra work and all. If the community does not support us, then all our hard work is gone to the drain. Being 30 years old, when I started, I thought it would be 1-2 years in the council, then I will resign and then not do any more of this work. But as age and all, more and more issues are coming up. Repairs, we have sewage blocked with roots, we have uprooting the drains, we have trees covering the grass, and then the grass don't grow, and we cut the trees because the neighbors complain. All sorts of comments we have in our compound. But then over the years, we learned how to work around them, try not to offend people, and find other solutions to solve all these little problems. But then again, we have to be very conscious about the expenditures. Many of them been staying there 30 years. Some of them are really retired. We have 70 years old, 80 years old. I think their funds also are very low, and you keep increasing the sinking fund and all, it's going to be a burden to them. So we take a lot of trouble to find simple and cheap solutions, rather than upgrading to keep up with modern times. At the end of the day, basically, it's the committee in Kiara Park that drives us. And before I really conclude, actually, convincing the residents is the biggest task we always have. I'm sure every council also have the same problem and all. Previously, we used to have lots of figures, spreadsheets, and diagrams all on the screen and all. We realized that over time that doesn't work very well, and not everybody can understand such things at all. You put accounting and then the profit and loss, the balance sheets and all up on the screen and all. Everybody will be lost and all, and that doesn't work. And most of the time when we go through the resolutions, we always lose out. But over the years, I realized by doing a lot of what you call drawings, sketches, renderings and all, and you post it up before the AGM, okay? You hang around, you talk to the residents, answer the questions, and by doing that, you actually shorten the time of the AGM, and then you get better results. You don't need to go through questions and answers and everybody debating on the same issue. All you need to do is to give them a good explanation, especially the old people and all. You show them all the accounts, and those who work in the market and all, they look at it and then they're all blank. So end of the day, I think it's communication. We talk to them a lot, and all of us, the council, are hands-on. We listen to them, we chit-chat with them, and because of the environment also, we spend a lot of time outdoors, and from the chats, we listen to what they have to say, and every time our council takes note of this, and then we share it in our meetings, and that's how we come to solutions and ideas. End of the day, I think one of the other factors is working with the property managers. We also realized that many other property, most of the time there's a barrier between the committee, the council, and the property managers and all. And every time when they have the AGM, everything looks very hostile and everybody tense, very tense, very tense. You need to give them time. It's not 1 year or 2 years and all. Our property manager have been with us for 18 years and they're still helping us. They are not perfect, but then you have to work together. That's the most important part. Many times we also have previously residents coming up, joining the council, and after a few meetings, we realize that they are there with an ulterior motive. Either they want to have the problems resolved, or they want to get rid of the property manager because they did something that they don't like, and we have to fight that many times. So at the end of the day, I think you have to be tolerable and work together with the managers, and then you can go a long way. They are also learning, we are also learning, and there are always new things, especially with COVID and all. So it's better to work together and rather than condemn them or get rid of them before bring in a new group and then back to square one again. So that goes on and on and on every time when you have any new council coming in. Our council, some of us have been there for, I think they are like 30 years, some of them. So it's a long time, and they're still in the council, and I've been here also 10 years. So even though I've tried to step down, but I feel that there's still a lot more work to be done, and my intention is to complete the master plan that we have built up in Kiara Park, and that will take me another 5 more years. So I have to be there just as long. But end of the day, whatever it is, I think it's all communal, okay? You get a good committee, you need to mix with the residents, talk to the residents, that's how you work, that's how we have sustained and all. Yeah. You need to communicate. Yeah. Like one of our neighbors said, actually, it's not the beauty of Kiara Park and not Kiara Park itself. It's the soul of the community that runs Kiara Park. I think we should have that spirit and then continue. And hopefully, when I finish rejuvenating Kiara Park in the next 5 years, we'll last probably another 10 years and see and how it goes from there. Okay? Right? That's all I have to say. Thank you.